Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the new channel. Welcome back to more JWG reactions. If you haven't done so yet, please consider dropping a sub. If you haven't done so yet, thank you to the new subs that's arrived and plan to stay. Thank you, guys. Hit the notification bell to get every time I post a video. So this one today is parents discover their daughter is a mass killer. Yes, parent discover their daughter is a mass killer. Let's jump straight in this one. This one is 30 minutes long, so let's get it. Let's go.
Dave, what did they tell you?
Nothing.
Okay, she was life flighted here.
Yeah.
This is Natalie and John Shirilla, the parents of Mackenzie Shirilla. Just hours earlier, they were informed their daughter was involved in a devastating car accident and that she was transported by helicopter to the nearest hospital. However, what they're about to hear from this officer would change the course of their and Mackenzie's life forever.
Okay. No.
What?
You want to sit down?
Oh my God.
What do you say this? There's progress in Alameda, car into a building. Two are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dom Russo, as well as their friend Davion, were pronounced dead after the crash, making Mackenzie the suspect of a potential double murder. However, police had their doubts. Most assumed that this was simply the result of an innocent mistake on Mackenzie's behalf. But as the investigation would progress, dark and disturbing secrets would reveal this was clearly much more than just an accident.
What are the chances, though? She was driving. The two person, which is the front seat passenger and the back seat passenger, died, and she lived. Okay, let's get into it.
Dom, if you do not open, you think I'm joking.
What do you mean?
You know that's exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
Wow. She's actually abusive to him.
17-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla, her 20-year-old boyfriend Dominic, and their friend Davion are on their way to a high school party.
I like the fact how they show the two smiley guys and show her smoking.
With Mackenzie's 18th birthday in just 2 days, the group has decided to go out and celebrate. But what seems like a normal night out will in a few hours turn into one of Ohio's most disturbing mysteries. At around 2 a.m., Mackenzie and Dominic are seen smoking at the party. And at one point, Mackenzie reportedly offers the host of the party psychedelic mushrooms. This was unlike Mackenzie, as her friends had never seen her use a substance before, let alone pass them around. At 3:30 a.m., the group leaves the party and drives to another friend's place across town. There, they hang out for a little over an hour watching South Park. By 5 a.m., Mackenzie decided it was time to go home. Strangely, she asked to drive instead of Dominic.
Wow.
This was unusual, but Dominic agreed. Additionally, when Davion asked for a ride, Mackenzie refused to let him in the car.
Oh.
After an argument, Dominic convinced her to take Davion home. All three of them would get in the car, sealing their own fate.
It seemed like she just wanted to harm him, if anything. Or maybe the argument actually triggered her to do what she did. Not saying because I don't know what she did yet, but obviously two guys are not hearing him.
At the intersection between Pearl and Progress Drive, CCTV spots the car making a turn off course from Davion's house. Instead of driving along Pearl Drive, the car turns onto Progress Drive, a road that ends abruptly with a brick wall. CCTV would spot the car rapidly start accelerating, going from a calm 30 to over 90 miles per hour. In the very last seconds, an intense turn would take place, leading the car to narrowly avoid slamming into a tree. But it would be too late, and the car would speed into the brick wall.
Wow.
The crashed car would remain undiscovered for 45 minutes, until 6:15 a.m. when a passerby on a motorcycle would discover the destroyed vehicle. About 10 minutes later, law enforcement would arrive, and through their body cams, we can witness the horrific discovery they would make.
So that building obviously is not a house. If it was a house, people would have heard it and found them straight away. It not being a house, let them stay there for 45 minutes. Those 45 minutes, maybe they died within that 45 minutes, if not on impact. Crazy, bro.
No one's breathing. Bust that window out. All right. Oh my God.
No one's breathing.
Who can hear my voice? Who's in here? Drivers. Radio. Hey. This is bad, guys. She's alive. We got to get her out. Here, all right. Reach up and unlock this door. Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out. I don't feel anything. I don't feel a pulse. She's breathing. I saw her stomach. Her stomach's moving. Oh yeah, yeah. We got two that are gone. Yeah. Okay. I know. Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen.
Yo, these police officers must be traumatized doing this kind of job and finding this type of discovery like
How old is Dominic Caruso? 17? 19? Rest in peace, buddy.
Inside the car, officers quickly confirmed 2 victims as deceased, 20-year-old Dominic in the front passenger seat and 19-year-old Davion in the back. But one person has survived, the driver, 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓𝐈𝐎𝐍. As medics and firefighters rush to tend to the victims, investigators begin trying to understand how such a devastating crash could have happened. That's when they start uncovering alarming details.
It looks like they even went off the road up there.
They did.
But I mean, if you're hitting a building that hard, I just can't believe all the people that work up here that are up here all night long, no one heard.
They're in factory type things.
Yeah, well, that's insane though. Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building because I think there's a camera on the front of that building. I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
As authorities work to save 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓𝐿𝐍, the man who initially called 911 to report the incident arrives on the scene to give his side of the story.
Appreciate you giving us a call.
Yeah. Someone in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck, and I'm like, I ain't fucking. I don't know what's going on.
right. No, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it.
They fucking were hitting it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because I saw that front end.
They definitely hit it hard.
Fucking destroyed.
Right.
All right. Well, what a way to start your Sunday. I guess better than theirs. Huh?
Right. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Officers would file the crash as an accident, stating that the driver appeared to have attempted to steer off course but was unable to regain control. 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓𝐿𝐍 was diagnosed with a condition known as POTS, which can cause dizziness and fainting, something officers believed may have contributed to the crash. The presumption was that a combination of 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓𝐿𝐍's medical condition and drug use had likely led to the tragic crash. However, one detail worried officers. There were no signs of braking anywhere, and officers would soon begin to discover why.
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him.
She was scared that she was going to make him crash the day before the actual crash.
So I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crush the car into the wall.
As police continue gathering evidence from the crash site, one officer heads to the hospital to speak with 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓𝐿𝐍's parents. At this point, all they know is that their daughter was in a serious accident.
Oh, God, help me. What'd they tell you?
Nothing.
Okay, she was life flighted here.
Yeah, that one or that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down?
Oh my God.
Wait, say that.
As a parent, when they say to you, you want to sit down, you don't want to be hearing that.
Progress in 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓𝐿𝐍, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
I don't know whether, but there's one that we don't know. His name's Jacob. Does anyone know Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her, okay? Your daughter's alive, okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving the vehicle, okay?
Who's that? Jacob and who?
I think, what's the name you said?
Dom?
Might be.
Oh my God.
Stop.
What's his relation to you?
My boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, then Dom was in the car.
Stop. Oh my God. What? Are you kidding me?
It's right now. It's ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor. So are drugs.
Dom is dead? Dom is dead? Is that what you're saying to me? Look at me. Is Dom dead?
There's no easy way for me to say anything right now, man. This is a serious situation.
Dom with curly. Are you the same Dom? Maybe it's a different Dom. It could be a different Dom. Might be a different Dom.
What's that?
Does she know about their third?
No, not at all. We're gonna keep it that way for. Okay, she's getting worked on now. Okay. Full transparency here. There's drugs in the car. She had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. Okay. Drugs in the car.
So she was awake, but not awake. So she was like not
In and out of consciousness. Should be fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD. I know she has a severe leg injury. But like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
Mackenzie was the only one in the car wearing a seatbelt, which was why she was the sole survivor. If her intention had been suicide, it's unlikely she would have taken that precaution. This detail would later become important to the investigation.
Yeah, that probably saved her life. 100% saved her life.
She had a seatbelt on. Oh.
I don't believe the others did.
Mackenzie's parents would take the news relatively well, relieved their daughter had survived. But officers now faced a much harder task, telling Dominic's parents. Remember, at this point, they didn't even know their son had been in an accident, let alone that he had passed away.
Oh, this is the worst news, man.
Hi, Christine. Hey, can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah.
There was an incident that we believe Dominic may be involved.
What?
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God!
Yeah. Oh God! Christine,
Just sit down. Oh God!
Just sit down.
Oh my God!
Go ahead, take a seat. So,
you know what time it happened?
No, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Oh, did what? The car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went...
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there.
Wow.
They hit that building. They hit the sign out front, and then they hit the building.
Did they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead, and the girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
I mean, another family member or friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf?
No. This is a fucking nightmare. Hey, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
Came upon it, passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is fucking horrible. She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Is she naked or you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know. So
what a fucking nightmare.
3 weeks would pass, time that Mackenzie would spend in the hospital recovering. Her condition would improve significantly, eventually allowing her to leave and return to her normal life. The community mourned the tragic loss of Dominic and Davion and expressed sympathy for Mackenzie, who had just gone through the trauma of losing both her boyfriend and a close friend. But soon, strange things about Mackenzie would start to surface. In the weeks, strange...
Whenever knows me, I'm not sure. Oh, fucking hell! She's discriminating. She's putting up some coded messages.
Things about Mackenzie would start to surface. In the weeks that followed, it seems Mackenzie thought everyone concluded the crash as a tragic accident and nothing further. Mackenzie would never attend Dominic or 𝐑𝐄𝐂𝐈𝐎𝐍's funerals.
Wow.
On social media, she would brag about her drug use, claiming she could, quote, do more drugs than anyone and still live. And then, on October 31st, 2022, Mackenzie would go to her first party since the crash, and her costume for the night would be a detailed corpse with fake blood smeared across her mouth.
Nah, she's doing too much. She's doing too much.
Mackenzie's parents even went public to defend her outfit, saying she, quote, deserved to have some fun after the accident.
Nah, not that
There
kind of
also
fun.
appeared to be a mysterious source of income. Mackenzie was spending thousands of undocumented dollars on designer clothing, and she wasn't hiding it either, openly bragging about it online. But lucky for Mackenzie, this strange behavior still wasn't enough for police to launch a full investigation. However, that would all change when Dominic's family came to the police with a video taken from Dominic's phone. A clip recorded just 10 days before the crash, one that would change everything. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about the best earbuds I've ever used. If you're like me, then you love Icon for sponsoring. Now, let's get back to what the investigators uncovered. At this point, officers already had a growing list of suspicions about Mackenzie, but it would be one video submitted by Dominic's parents and filmed by Dominic himself just 10 days before the crash that would turn the entire case on its head.
Dom, if you do not open, you think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. Like, I'm dead ass. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
This was a short snippet from a 15-minute video where Mackenzie clearly and continuously threatens Dominic. But this wasn't all. Dominic's family would show even more disturbing material, including text messages confirming she had threatened to kill Dominic.
Wow.
This was enough for officers to reopen the case, now investigating it as a planned double homicide.
In my life all the time.
At this point, this is a homicide investigation, and so we are trying to show that she intentionally drove the car into the wall.
Shortly after the investigation began, police would begin interviewing several of Mackenzie Chiarilla's friends, family members, and individuals from the community. This would prove to be very insightful. Officers would first bring Tyler, Mackenzie's former boyfriend, in. Unfortunately, his accounts would only serve to deepen their concerns.
You understand, you're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you. How long were you guys in a relationship, you and her?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably a month and a half or 2 months. And then me and Dom found out that she was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't anything official, so it wasn't no hard feelings with whatever happened. I just kind of was after me and Dom found out about that, we had no problems with each other or nothing, but they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off, because we were all still in the friend group and stuff. So, and then we kind of just stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying, and we're just friends.
So describe the relationship. What was it? What was she like as your girlfriend?
I didn't really have much with her relationship wise because we didn't date that long, but friend wise, she was crazy.
That's enough. Friends wise, she was crazy, and then she go and do that.
Mentally, just not all there.
Yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Why?
If he's saying that to the police, imagine what they're saying in that group chat that they're all in as friends. Imagine what's been said in that group chat.
Trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told people that she's put a spell on him so that he couldn't break up with her, that she had grabbed a piece of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she had literally put a spell on him, is what she would tell everyone. And, she truly believed in that kind of stuff, and she also uses the pendulum, I know too, to try to get answers. She tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think
crazy, bro.
Mackenzie has it in her to drive a car into a wall? I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she has it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive the car into the wall and not feel nothing, you know, like I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. Like,
on a seatbelt.
I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time, not lucky to have survived that because it's like she killed 2 people. If that was what she was trying to do, but it's like I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
By now, a far darker picture of Mackenzie's actions was beginning to take place. This is when 2 friends who had attended the party would come forward to police, claiming they had evidence that, in their view, proved the crash was no accident at all.
I just want to show you.
Oh no, explain it.
So this is when they were going down Progress Drive, and then you know how there was like tire tracks before it, like on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those 2 rocks and went right into the sign, the side of it. She went right into that wall.
On purpose.
No, so you can see like the hard braking was right at the wall, and then her high speed
was after the hard braking.
Was 90 miles per hour.
It looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to go straight into a wall.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say she hard broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history, that they were fighting. I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
While the statements were deeply concerning, investigators still didn't have enough concrete evidence to determine Mackenzie's intent. Without a documented pattern of behavior, it was still possible the crash had been a drug-induced accident. But that changed during an interview with Dominic's brother, who provided detectives with crucial information about Dominic and Mackenzie's turbulent relationship. The following video includes talk of self-harm. Viewer discretion is advised.
You mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy, like what kind of crazy?
Like there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to word for word. There was an instance literally a couple days before the crash that she was hitting him on the highway while driving, and he had to pull his car over on the side of the highway, not in a very safe parking spot either, and have somebody else come pick them up and drive the car home because he was scared that she was going to make him crash. And that was just prior to the day before the actual crash.
Apparently, just days before the crash, Mackenzie had threatened Dominic's life, saying she would crash the car they were in. Dominic's brother continued the interview by giving officers a compelling motive for why the crash may have been intentional.
You're going 94 miles an hour. You don't have a very fast car to begin with. You were stomping that gas pretty much that whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in and slam on the brakes. But to my knowledge, she went straight into it. Off of what I know and off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. They kept not like working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Kenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom. And if she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty.
So they were probably having an argument at the party or in the car, heading to drop off their friend, and he just probably had enough and say, "Fuck it, I'm done with you." And then she just probably
let that be known.
She's crazy, bro.
Mackenzie's actions after the crash were also of concern to police. On August 6th, only a week after the incident, police would be called to Mackenzie's house by her father. There, he would make concerning statements. While there is no footage of the incident, the officer that was called out would retell the strange incident in an interview.
Sarge, I want to ask you first about August 6th, if you recall. That's the day you guys were dispatched to Mackenzie Sharilla's room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out, and we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly, and word for word what he said. Like, I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical. He was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because, like, she wanted to leave to go to the funerals.
During this interaction, it became clear that Mackenzie was deeply upset with her father. Despite creating a shrine for Dominic, regularly posting on his Facebook memorial page, and wearing his clothes, her father hadn't allowed her to attend Dominic's funeral. It appeared that Mackenzie was truly mourning his death. But around this time, police managed to gain access to her phone. What they uncovered didn't just explain her mysterious source of income, it also hinted at something far more disturbing. After decrypting Mackenzie's phone, investigators discovered several photos of her posing with large sums of cash, despite having no documented job or known source of legitimate income. They also found fake IDs, seemingly intended to help her pass as an adult. But most concerning was a Snapchat conversation dated July 22nd, 2022, in which Mackenzie quoted $1,000 for pictures and $2,500 for an in-person meeting to do, quote, anything you want.
So she was basically selling her body. She was selling herself. And I thought she was genuinely selling drugs. This girl was doing OnlyFans from before OnlyFans was OnlyFans. Shit.
Taken together, the materials painted a deeply troubling picture. On top of this, her phone revealed numerous examples of reckless driving. Videos showed her speeding, smoking marijuana behind the wheel, recording Snapchats while distracted, crashing during a practice run and laughing about it, letting go of the steering wheel, and even bragging about driving recklessly. But in November, detectives would discover evidence far beyond any reasonable doubt.
Even more? I thought that was it. Even more? Like what? Wait. You didn't just speed past. What did you say?
After analyzing Mackenzie's phone location data, investigators were able to retrace her movements in the days leading up to the crash. That's when they made a dark discovery. Just days before the incident, Mackenzie had driven down the exact same road 7 times, heading straight towards the same brick wall. She had practiced the route. Officers believed they had gathered enough evidence to prove Mackenzie had planned the murders. On November 4th, 2022, more than 3 months after the incident, officers were dispatched to arrest 18-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla.
Where's she?
Right back there, pal.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective 𝐑𝐂𝐂. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it.
You won't need it where you're going. She knows it's over, man. She knows that shit's over.
Recording. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
Stand right by that black net.
What's your first name?
Mackenzie.
Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need like all the jewelry and everything to come off, okay?
I can't wear any of it.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in the jail right now.
Not wear any of it. Take it off. Psycho.
Mackenzie's parents would soon find out about her arrest and immediately drive to the police station and desperately confront the police. But it would all be too late.
I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the Lord. How you guys did this on the weekend is just, well, you only do is go, hey, there's a warrant for her. We would have brought her right down here with no problem. But you hit it. Unbelievable. I mean, she's 18.
Well, the warrant was issued today, so we...
Well, you could have made a phone call, couldn't you? You had your creeper out in front of my yard watching.
So,
She can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now. Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter so she understands what.
That's the thing. She's 18's father, so she can't do nothing. Well, you can't do nothing. You just gotta let her ride, man.
Not to say anything to you guys. I mean, being able to roll out the whole mass to pick up an 18-year-old girl who can hardly walk out of a hospital visit is just beyond me. So we follow the law, and that's what we're doing today. Yep. Am I going to be allowed to have a 2-minute conversation with her? You cannot talk to her while she's here. Why doesn't she get a phone call? If you arrest her, why don't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her as soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call. She will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she could speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18. Well, and these guys are going to take advantage of her. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her attorney can call us.
Don't ask her any questions. She's not allowed to speak.
Her parents don't want 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓 to talk and demand a lawyer is present. 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓 is going to need that lawyer, as she's going to have to face the consequences of her actions in a court of law. She's tried as an adult and decides not to be tried by jury, leaving her fate to a judge. Despite the defense's claims that she lost consciousness, the evidence against her proves this claim was a lie, and the prosecution believes she crashed the car as an easy way out of the relationship. The judge agreed, and on August 14th, 2023, 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓's fate was finally sealed.
This is the type of evidence you can never unsee. You can never forget the visual or audio of this exhibit. It is chilling and tragic.
Wow.
As you review that exhibit, you know that you are watching the oncoming deaths of 2 people, and there is nothing that will stop it. Exhibit 802 crystallizes the deadly decision-making of the defendant. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. The mission was death. 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓 alone decided to push the pedal to the floor and demand the ultimate speed of that vehicle to 90 to 100 miles per hour. 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓 decided death was the ultimate goal that day, and she alone made that decision for Dominic and Davion, and she continuously acted in a manner to achieve her purpose. In the early morning hours of July 31st, 2022, her purpose was to kill Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful.
Yep.
This was not reckless driving.
Yep.
This was murder.
Yep.
On August 14th, 𝐑𝐂𝐂𝐓 was found guilty on 4 counts of murder,
Good.
4 counts of felonious assault,
Good.
2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide,
Yep.
1 count of drug possession, and 1 count of possessing criminal tools.
Well done, officer.
She's facing 15 years to life and is currently being held in the Ohio Reformatory for Women. Her first opportunity for parole will come in October of 2037.
What do you guys think? I think, me personally, I think she's better off where she is. Because if she would have gotten away with that, she would have done it again. She would have done that again because the life that she's living, she's spiraled down. She's going down a dark path. Well, she was on the dark path. She was controlling. She was possessive. She was aggressive. She was all of the vivs. And obviously, I understand the parents turning up to the police station and doing what they had to do. That's their child, and they're gonna try and protect her as much as she can. But she's 18 years old, man. She did the crime. She did the time. Well, she's doing the time. So well done to the detectives, and well done to everyone who came forward and actually gave statements against her, because the evidence was there. The officers just needed to get it, and they got it, and they got her in the end. So yeah, well done. R.I.P. to both victims, man, and condolences to the families, man. Let me know what you guys think about this one, though, down in the comment section, and I will be there. Also, please remember to drop a sub onto the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.